Aloha guys, you're watching JRTV. The sun is shining brightly. Actually it's about to set. And I want to explain 10 myths. 10 misconceptions about sexual energy and its behavior in humanity. Both in religious analysis, pop culture, and in the realm of psychology. So we go with myth number 1, quote unquote, size matters. Breast or penis size, particularly, if not other elements or items. For example, I prefer smaller breasts because I think breasts interfere with the overall effect of a woman, and I think they are, if they're larger, they're more prone to be cancerous, and I just think they get in the way of sexual activity and exercise, and they kind of flop around. These are my opinions. I'm admitting that. I'm not meaning to say that my opinions are the exclusive authority on any given subject. But I do want to say that there's a lot of people coming through here. I do want to say that same goes with men's genitals. Larger, I think they end up there ends up being an overemphasis or focus upon them, and the real problem is when it occurs throughout the day, when it occurs like it's a constant thought issue. And obviously if it's larger, it's harder to maintain erection, and so there are obviously an aesthetic appeal. But like, first, in theory, right, what if all women had, quote unquote, smaller vaginas? Then wouldn't it be better to have a smaller penis size, for example? And yeah, ultimately it's just a question of whether or not you really want to be with somebody, and if you really like them, as long as they're within the bounds of reasonability. You don't want to be with somebody who's on the extremes, or maybe you do. Who knows? But the point is it's like, people like take you guys right down to the ocean over here. Look at this. What a treat. Yeah, Diamond Head, Waikiki in the background there. So and then number 2 myth is the idea. I'm just going to follow it up with the idea of wanting to be like the most attractive or most like superior person. Like, although I believe that it's, a society is healthier, more harmonious with a promiscuous, monogamous society, it's still regardless. So, like, would I want to be with anybody who was pursuing all this promiscuity? Like, would that appeal to me? Like, I'm not saying that I need to have a quote unquote like virgin, but I am saying that I want somebody who's oriented in this way, not just for themselves, but for their future their future, like their children and whatnot, that they want. Because it just think about it, like it's half-hearted. You might as well be either completely marriage oriented or completely like a prostitute. You're trading your body for somebody else's body, and if not other favors or some forms of security. So yeah, my concerns remain that, and point number 3 that you have to, pursue it right away, pursue intimacy, just because it's a social kind of expectation. I mean, me personally, I don't want it because I believe that with people suffering, I don't have any interest in pursuing that in the world, simply because there's just a lot of suffering going on, and I can't justify pursuing these satisfying life experiences until there's more of a peace and more true freedoms for people in the world. But let's say that you're wanting to pursue it and you find it appropriate because of different factors, maybe your age or whatever. Well, it's better to be with no one than the wrong person, somebody who's not your quote unquote, I call it the olipar, I call it the only life partner. So it's my kind of take on that. That's 3 points. Point 4 is this concerning homosexuality, that it is expressly a good thing or expressly not. And I just feel like it's a limitation, because people, like, when I'm around the opposite gender, like, a lot of the times that there is the element of, do I want to be intimate with them? Is there any sexual tension around? And I would assume that for people who are bisexual, homosexual, that it's awkward because there's that tension more often. So it might be harder to get along with somebody and truly, just want to be friends, quote unquote, want to be professional with somebody, because of the fact that they are either attracted to one or both of the same sexes. I have a treat coming up for you guys. You'll see it in a moment. So what's my advice? Well, my advice is to recognize, everyone should be aware if they're bisexual or homosexual. They should respect one another, but at the same time discuss it, talk about it, be aware of it, and not just act like they can, because when you're in the same. All right, check this out, guys. We had a volleyball scene here. In fact, we have a great sunset here, and we even have some sailboats. Look at that. Look at this. Look at the ocean. Look at the sky out at sea there. So here we go. Got some bass music in the background. Got some. Nice.
And all the religions agree. And everyone
In any case. Let's get into the. So what's the point? The point is even if you really care about one another, you know, it still can be hard to not be sexually attracted to one another. You know, don't underestimate that. So point 5 is, you know, this lady's mentioning like religion and stuff, and what I want to say about what I want to say about religion is that, you know, in religion, it suggests that maybe masturbation is wrong, maybe pornography is wrong. I think pornography is great, but I think some people get addicted to it, and some people go into the more deviant, like non-standard like religion. You know, I don't think it, obviously, I think they say that masturbation leads to lack of self-control, but I think masturbation on a regular daily basis promotes self-control and allows you to be, you know, it allows you to be like connected with yourself, and as opposed to being connected to wanting to connect to other people. And never underestimate like how easy it might be for people to seduce or get you in a situation where you're in their car or their house and it's hard for you to say no, or you get aroused, and even if you thought that you'd never be attracted to them, it's still, you know, it may still maybe, like, let me explain something. Point number 6, you can enjoy sexual activity with many people, and it's not enjoyable with a condom. It's not satisfying. So don't tease yourself. That's point 7, I think. Don't tease yourself. Don't like be intimate with somebody because, you know, you just want that feeling, because it's saying this. What it's really saying is that you might not. All it's saying is that you might not. Hold on a second. You know, all it's saying is that, what am I saying? You don't seduce people that you care about. You don't engage in sexual activity unless you're married, unless you don't actually care about someone. You know, that's a significant issue. Like if you have thought that, well, people, you know, maybe they care about me, maybe they like me. It's all maybes. It's all uncertain. It's all like might happen. You know, we don't want maybes. We don't want to be like sort ofs. We want to be like, yes, it's, you know, like it's reality is happening. Truth is happening. You're waiting, you know, you're building up your energy for your